How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is RuffledRowlit, and today we're going to be taking a look at the most recent Pokemon leaks and rumors and news and everything that just took place during the Nintendo Direct. So yes, just a few minutes ago, the Nintendo Direct from today ended, but during this Direct, they revealed a bunch of new stuff, including a brand new Pokemon game and also brand new Megas for ZA, and on top of that, a brand new DLC. So I thought we'd take a look and show you all of this stuff that was announced and show you what it's all about. Now, the first thing we saw was this right here. It shows a Ditto jumping into the screen, and then we get the reveal of a brand new Pokemon game, right? We get to see here essentially a brand new Pokemon game where Ditto transforms into a human, and this is supposed to be a new Pokemon game that's called Poketopia, or Poketopia, something like that. Basically, it is essentially a Animal Crossing style game for Pokemon where you can basically build an entire village for them. It's basically Animal Crossing but Pokemon. That's what it is. You can see there's Bulbasaur. Yippee, nice to meet you. This plot of grass is kind of small, but I like it. And essentially, you can build an entire place. We can see a few Pokemon confirmed already, like the Gen 1 starters are already here. We see Scyther in the background. We see Hitmonchan in the background as well. I guess we also get confirmation for Drillbur, Eevee's there too. So I'm just trying to see which Pokemon are confirmed based on this. Combi's in there, Oddish is in there too. So we already know probably all the evolutions going to be available as well, based just off of this. Again, I'm going to be trying to pause throughout this just to show you everything that's in here. Here we get to see Timber. I think in the top is a Psyduck as well. So that's a few more confirmed Pokemon for the game. Now, I will be covering this game on release, most likely, as per usual. Pidgey's also confirmed based on that, and Diglett. We can also see in the background here, I'm not mistaken, wait, I think I missed a Pokemon, but it should be fine. Either way, we're going to go through all of it. Basically, it is an Animal Crossing style game. We're going to be taking a look at a bunch of tweets from them. We'll see if we can also go to the official website for this game and see what it says there. We also see Palmy there, Ludicolo, Lotad obviously as well. Castform is there too. We got Goomy and whatnot. We got Vaporeon, obviously. Azurill is there too. So there's going to be quite a variety of Pokemon. Zorua, Leafeon and Leafeon and Sylveon are both there too. Again, it's going to be quite a unique Pokemon game because it is going in a different direction. I guess it's kind of what Pokemon Quest was, but better. Slowpoke is also there, and here is the name, Pokopia, that's it. Pokopia, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be available in 2026. They didn't give an exact release date, which is interesting, but that means that next year is going to be stacked with a new generation of Pokemon, this spin-off, and whatever else they might be doing. It's an interesting time to be a Pokemon fan. So this was one of the things they announced, and it's going to be developed by Koei Tecmo, which is a really weird company to see be working on a Pokemon game. This might be actually the first time, because normally you have Genius Sonority or something like that working on it, or in most recent times, it's been the new Pokemon Works company and stuff. But seeing Koei Tecmo, a studio that usually makes Hyrule Warriors and games like that, like games that basically have you just, combat games, right? It's kind of interesting to see them doing something like this, but it doesn't end there because there is another announcement that happens right after they reveal this, and it's about Legends ZA. First thing is first, they show off some new gameplay, just different areas of the ZA Battle Club, but here is where the big thing happens. They officially reveal the brand new Mega Evolutions for Legends ZA, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be the Megas for the 3 starters from Gen 6, that being Delphox, Chestnut, and of course, Greninja, and this is what they look like. Now, we do have the actual artworks for these. As you can see, again, they're literally based on the leaks. Like, exactly what the leaks said is what they look like, and they're just so clean. They just look so freaking good. But that's, again, not even the biggest reveal from today. Like, this entire thing wasn't even the biggest reveal because they also showed us something else, which is just insane to me that this is already being shown off this early on, given the fact that the game isn't even out yet. It's out next month. We're literally 1 month away from this game releasing, and they're already revealing something else really large. Again, we just get to see a lot of story stuff happening. You got Zygarde just chilling on the rooftop and essentially mega evolving as well, it looks like, at least. But that's not the big thing. It's what they reveal right after this, which is, again, massive news, but they're showing us off another Pokemon thing, which is an entire DLC expansion pass for none else than freaking Legends ZA. But that's not the craziest part. It's these two. They literally showed off 2 more Megas that we did not know about. We knew there was going to be 32 new Megas, but only 26 of them were known to us. But we have Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y. And they look just like Gorochu. If you guys do not know, Gorochu was like the rumored name and it's going to be called Mega Dimension, right? There's going to be called Mega Dimension, but we do have more information about this. It's over on a few different places that we can reveal more about this stuff. Essentially, it's going to be a new DLC. It's going to be $30, by the way, $30. You can pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. Holo X and Holo Y apparel items are going to be available October 16th, and additional story content coming soon. So you can already pre-order this DLC, which, again, it is $30. And given the fact that ZA is going to cost $70, that's $100 for the entire package, which, I'm going to be real, I think it's a little overpriced, personally. $30, because, again, it is a Pokemon DLC. I don't know if $30 for a singular DLC, for a singular game, is reasonable, but we'll have to wait and see. This is also crazy because this is the first time where a DLC is being announced before the game is even out. Normally, if we talk about Scarlet and Violet or Sword and Shield, the DLC is announced like way later, but that's also very different games. Those are generational games. This is essentially just a Legends game. It's a side game. So it's kind of crazy, but we have further details about all of this. So we're going to have to jump over really quickly and check all of it out. Now, first of all, of course, we have the new Pokemon game, Poketopia, which we already talked about. We have the fact that it's going to be releasing in 2026 on the Switch 2. So there's no news, no information about being on Switch 1. So it's going to be a Switch 2 exclusive game. Then, of course, we have the Mega Chestnut, Mega Delphox, and Mega Greninja. Now, we do have the official arts for them as well, which look way cleaner than this. But other than that, we also have Pokemon Legends EA DLC. Mega Dimensions will be available at launch, which Mega Dimensions will be available at launch, featuring Mega Raichu and Mega Raichu Y. Now, this is not necessarily true. I don't think that this DLC is going to be available on day one. Rather, I'm assuming this just means that some of the costumes in the game from this DLC will be available to you day one. But yes, Mega Raichu Y and X is crazy. Again, ridiculous. I cannot believe that's there. But here is the official artworks for a Mega Chestnut. Again, looks just like the leak said, and it looks good. Thank you, man. Thank you. The last, honestly, dude, we just got 5 Megas revealed in this one Nintendo Direct. And not only did we get 5 new Megas, but all of them were good. All of them are good. Mega Delphox looks peak. Again, just looks exactly like the leak said. And Mega Greninja, exactly like the leak said. And they all look good. There's no questions about their quality. They look solid. And then here, he said Deja Vu here is what this tweet said, I think. If I'm not mistaken. I think this might have been Deja Vu or something like the number 4 or something like that. I cannot really remember. But basically, a lot of people were wondering, what's that related to? Well, this is what he was talking about. He's talking about these two guys and the DLC. Because he did tell us a while ago that we're going to get a DLC for Legends ZA. We just didn't expect it to be revealed this early on. This is crazy. Also, these two look great. But we continue from here. Again, the official artworks for these two, as you can see what they look like, look genuinely just like Gorocha. Now, this is a leaked image from what a original ID they had for a evolution for Raichu was supposed to look like. No joke, that's exactly what we got here. We literally got Gorochu. It actually happened. But here we have some crazy stuff. And the actual proper image of Pokemon Legends EA's DLC, Mega Dimension, which is a paid DLC available on launch day. Now, I'm very curious to know, because they say launch day available, which I'm very curious, will it literally be the day one, instantly the DLC is going to be already everything's going to be in there? Because what it makes me wonder is, why was this DLC? Why could this not have just been something that was available in the base game? Why is this something that's, being charged or purchased separately? Because we already get to see what it looks like. It's going to be Hoopa rings, probably taking us into different dimensions to explore stuff. I just hope there's enough, content there, right? I hope there's enough things to do. That's the most important thing, that there's enough stuff to actually do in the game to make it worthwhile. Again, we have the renders, and here, Cerebi update also, connectivity with Pokemon Home for Legends EA will come in 2026. So yes, Pokemon Home will be connectable, but that's going to be next year. So you're going to have to wait a while to transfer your Pokemon over in case that's what you were planning on doing, just as a heads up. But we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. But, it is what it is. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. Again, they also did release this right here. It's a special trailer featuring specifically the new Megas. And also shows us a train ride. This is, by the way, an entirely new trailer. This is an entirely separate one. But this one used to show us arriving at Lumiose, right? Us arriving to Kalos, arriving to the city itself. And this is a separate trailer, an entirely separate trailer that wasn't in the Nintendo Direct that we get to look at right here. Again, it seems to show us the early times of us getting into the game. We get a few Pokemon here, Aaron, Emolga being shown off. And also a new location. This is the first time we get to see this place. It looks like almost like a steelworking plant, like a train plant, something like that. We get to, of course, see the starters again. Oh my god, it's confirmed! This is brand news to me as well. Guys, the underground, it exists. There's an actual underground under the city. Like, now we finally get to see that there is an underground in this game. There's an actual underground location to explore, which that's all we could have asked for, man. They finally revealed that too. Like, literally, that's also confirmed now. Also, it doesn't end there. We get to see more gameplay and story here as well. In this case, we get to see us interacting with Team MZ. More story stuff in that regard. Again, all of this stuff wasn't revealed in the direct. This is like an entirely separate trailer. We get to see different outfits. Like, this game has probably the best customization we'll have out of really any Pokemon game. Like, this is definitely like really up there as being hopefully unique in that sense. But we have confirmation now. There will be interesting, like, different changes. Like, you can see even here, like, this entire area actually changes. Look, so it looks one way this moment, but then over time it changes during the nighttime, daytime, or it like actually changes to appeal more to Pokemon rather than humans, you know, with the whole redevelopment plan. So that's probably how they're going to make sure that the world feels different and unique, is by literally changing zones completely based on your progress in the game. So a certain area you go to may not look the same, you know, later into the game when you play it. It may look totally different. So just keep that in mind. And of course, they show the ZA Royale again, which, I mean, we've seen it several times now. I've even played it. And hey, there's the ghost girl from the games, and she's using a Shuppet in this case, which I guess confirms Shuppet, which I don't know if we already knew about it or not. Now, this second half here, this entire second half of the trailer here is literally what we saw in the actual direct itself. Again, a lot of customization showed off. Not any particularly new or interesting things that we haven't already seen, though. Again, the megas look incredible. Like, they actually look really freaking cool. So there's that. Again, here we get to see some story stuff with us, with Urbane, dealing with a bunch of frenzied megas. It seems like all the megas will essentially be part of, like, these raids you have to do to take them down with Team MZ. But we also get to, of course, Mega Evolve our Pokemon to fight them. So at least there's that. But as we skip through here, again, a lot of stuff we've seen. But here we get to see an actual battle, which is interesting. This is against the organization, the Syndicate, right? This like group, these guys, right? It's against them. We actually get to see a battle inside of here, and it seems like, I don't know if our team is using the Abomasnow here, but there's a, what is that, Torgeist or whatever it's called. Trevenant is there in too, so there's a lot of that stuff going on. But again, here, different organizations, different logos. Who exactly all these people are, we'll have to wait and see once we play the game. But it's only a month to go, man. At this point, who cares, man? We've got to wait and see. But we do have more megas that, of course, will be in this game that haven't been shown off and probably will not be revealed. Also, here we get to see a bit of story stuff, which we didn't see in the previous trailer. It is seemingly like AZ's Flood. I hope this is not like something at the end of the game that they're spoiling already, but it seems like it's going to be using its powers to take somebody down. Exactly who we don't know, but the actual cutscenes look pretty solid for this game. Like, they look actually decent and good. And again, for information, it's just like, you know, pre-order bonuses and stuff like that. Now, I don't know exactly what this means. It's in Japanese, so we're going to have to go to the English website and see if there's a translation for this that explains it. But again, most of this stuff is just bonuses and stuff like that, like DLC bonuses. And of course, there is, you know, you cannot forget about the DLC as well, which is going to be in there. And if you get this DLC early, by the way, you also get this specific outfit. So yes, this outfit's going to be a bonus for the DLC if you haven't already gotten it. So there's that. Again, loads of stuff to go through. Like I said, it's just a lot of stuff. Okay, there's just so much stuff. And again, here is again that artwork just in the better quality. In case you guys didn't already see it, it's just, you know, looks clean, looks like really good. We also have some actual pre-release screenshots of what the megas look like. Again, Greninja looks cool with the giant shuriken. Reminds me a bit of Naruto. Here we have Chestnut, again, with a giant massive club. Looking good. And of course, we've got Delphox, which I think is my personal favorite out of these. Just being on that broom is really cool. And yes, Lumiose sewers are confirmed. So yes, we will be going underground, which is one of the things I was wondering for about the longest time. And yes, that looks like it's going to be like in the game. Like, it's actually going to be a thing, which means it expands the entirety of the place to be much larger. Also, here's from Central saying, important, Pokemon Legends EA will be considered a new generation for Pokemon Home. Pokemon caught in Legends EA can only be transferred to future Pokemon games, Generation 10. Once you transfer Pokemon from a previous game to ZA, you won't be able to transfer it back. Which that is, that's pretty massive news, actually, that they're doing that. So, again, something to keep in mind going into the future. And even they posted the official artworks now, the Pokemon Company themselves, which is kind of crazy that they're even sharing it themselves now. But, ladies and gentlemen, it is a crazy time right now. Like, we have the ZA final trailer here, which I guess literally final trailer, guys. This is it. We're not going to get any more ZA news. That's the last ZA news we're going to get for like the rest of this month until like the game releases. So that's the last we'll be seeing it in terms of official info, right? There's the last piece of official info that we'll be getting. But of course, that's not all. We do have the official website, which does feature oftentimes extra gameplay, extra images, extra footage that you guys may not have seen. So I thought we'd go on here because I know the Japanese website already has a bunch of posts. Like, for example, if we go right here to the actual DLC, we'll get to see what they say about it because there is an entire page that goes through a bunch of it. Like this image, again, showing off Hoopa's going to be related to it. The 2 new Megas, Mega Raichu, which, dude, these guys are so cool. And here's a bunch of descriptions of how much it's going to cost and stuff like that. Again, it's not on the English website, I think, just yet. We're going to have to refresh it until it is. It should be soon enough, I would hope, at least, that it would be on there too, because this is important news. But at least let's go through the actual ones on the Japanese website for now. We just go here to latest news. We can see everything, right? Starting things off, of course, with the final trailer, which if we click right here, I think will just take us to the trailer. Yep, just takes us to the Japanese trailer. Then we also have Pokemon Home connectivity, where it says in 2026 we plan to link Pokemon Legends ZA with Pokemon Home. This will allow you to deposit Pokemon you've befriended in this game and Pokemon you've befriended in previous Pokemon games to thrive in Lumiose City. Enjoy your adventure in Lumiose City even more with a variety of Pokemon. And then, of course, they show off stuff here. If you befriend a Pokemon Legends EA, it cannot be taken to previous games, just like what was said by, of course, our boy, right? He literally confirmed that already. Now, even if you befriended a Pokemon in a previous Pokemon game, once you bring it to ZA, you will no longer be able to actually bring it back to other games. For details about other titles that are linked in Pokemon Home, please click right here, and Pokemon can be brought to each game via Pokemon Home. Now, again, it pretty much confirms all the stuff we were kind of, assuming would be the case. And of course, with these guys, they're just confirming the whole Vivillon thing, getting all the different forms. So that's, again, more or less just a confirmation of that. And here, they have something like this. Compete with trainers from all over the world in ranked battles on the online battle system ZA Battle Club and Megastones. And get Megastones. Oh, okay, so you get Megastones from this. So Megastones, which can be used to Mega Evolve Pokemon. For example, in this case, they're talking about Delphox, Greninja, and our other fella, can be obtained as rewards. So, okay, so literally the way you get these guys, oh my god, okay? Interesting. So basically, they're just saying that for you to get these, you have to essentially, to get the Mega Stones for these 3 starters, you specifically need to go and get yourself into ranked play to get them as rank up rewards. As you can see right here, they say, essentially, ranked battles have 3 types of rewards. Battle rewards, which you can obtain for each battle, rank up rewards, which you can obtain when your rank increases, and season rewards, which you can obtain based on your rank at the end of the season. Hone your skills through repeated battles and earn a variety of rewards. These 3 Megastones can be obtained as a rank up reward. So as you can see right here, Season 1 is scheduled to start on Thursday, October 16th. Greninja Megastone is going to be your reward, I guess, right? Then for Season 2, which happens after Season 1, is going to be, of course, Delphox one, and there's that. Now, they say here, Greninjite and all these different cannot be obtained through normal gameplay. Interesting. Megastones, which are rank up rewards, are scheduled to be redistributed in future seasons. You can only possess 1 Megastone of each type. If you already have one, you will not be able to obtain it in rank battles. Please check in-game announcements for details. So you're locking these behind the multiplayer, which I'm going to be honest, I'm not a big fan of that. I mean, I like that there's a reward for playing the, competitive mode, but that's going to force a lot of people who maybe don't want to pay for the online multiplayer to have to get the online multiplayer, which, sorry, but not everybody can afford that, and not everybody wants to waste money on that. That just seems a little unfair to people who don't necessarily want to do that, which I'm not the biggest fan of, I'll be honest. Like, I am not a big fan of that. That does not sound very good to me. But let's take a look at the actual Megas themselves. So, first up, Mega Greninja, Stealth Pokemon. It's going to be Water, and I mean, Potential. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but I guess Dark type. Then, of course, we have its details here. With incredible reflexes, he attacks his opponents who are distracted by the giant water shuriken that clings to them. It's a stealthy Pokemon, but it's not stealthy, it's a stealthy, but it's not stealthy, okay? Making use of its unusual improved reflexes. The release of energy through Mega Evolution significantly improves its reflexes by deliberately revealing itself. It forces the opponent to attack, allowing it to sense the onslaught of an attack and attack faster than the opponent. Greninja, which was previously elusive like a ninja, reveals itself through Mega Evolution, signaling its determination to win at all costs. It is stuck upside down to a giant water shuriken that spins at high speed. It flows at a giant shuriken made from, glutinous mucus it secretes in its in the air and sticks to itself. Jeez, man. Again, we can see some images here, what it looks like. And dude, it looks pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this looks pretty sick. Again, it looks very much like something straight out of Naruto. And yes, the leak was right, by the way. The leaks did say it was gonna look like this. So again, confirms that. Delphox, same thing here. Fire Psychic, great. Nothing brand new there, I guess. Uses psychic powers to freely manipulate 3 branches and dazzle opponents. Again, we just get to see about the same images we've already seen, but again, it looks so clean, man. It just looks so freaking clean. It looks so good, dude. And I'm just excited to see what it's going to be like. Then we also have Mega Chestnut, right? The strength of the outer shell is increased, greatly increasing its defensive power. Grass fighting, nothing new there. Again, the art we've seen already, so there's that. And I think that goes through all the megas they showed off here. But they, of course, again, we do have the entirety of, you know, this as well to go through. So let's see if we can translate this page somehow. So here it is. A mysterious distortion in space suddenly appears in Lumiose City. It appears to be connected to another dimension. Lumiose, the story of the protagonist and MZ team continues. Right, so we know already we're going to be doing the regular story in the game, but what is this about? Well, the key to the story lies in the mythical Pokemon Hoopa. Now, this mythical Pokemon has the ability to warp space using the rings on its horns and body. The rings are flexible, and inside of them form holes that lead to different locations, allowing anything that enters these holes to be transported in an instant. It loves foods with holes? So donuts? Especially donut. Oh, it literally says it. How will it perform in Pokemon Legends ZA Mega Dimension Rush? Wait, what? What is that? Please stay tuned for further updates. Again, it's just regular Hoopa. They also say Raichu's Mega Evolved form, Mega Raichu X and Mega Raichu Y, have been discovered, which we can go over here and check out their individual pages, which, yes, they have an individual page for them. So we go over here. Raichu Mega Evolved form, Mega Raichu X and Y have been discovered. So here they say Raichu Knight X. Pre-evolution, of course, is there, and then you see what it looks like. Still just electric type, it seems like. Doesn't really change. It floats using electromagnetic force and concentrates electricity into its fists to deliver a powerful blow. It generates electromagnetic force from its 2 tails and uses the repulsive force to move while floating. Its abundant subcutaneous fat stores electric energy, allowing it to maintain high output electricity for long periods of time. It uses electromagnetic force to charge at high speeds. It allows it to allowing it to take down opponents several times its size in one hit. Its distinctive appearance is similar to that of Raichu, which, yes, I mean, it looks like Raichu, but it's extra special, man. Then you also have Mega Raichu Y, which looks a little bit similar to a Alolan Raichu, I guess. Excellent explosive power, it unleashes electricity. Again, regular electric type, so no extra typings given to it. But again, pretty straightforward. You can Mega Evolve with 2 different versions of the Mega Stones, 2 different X and Y stones that you get. So that's pretty straightforward too. I'm just curious though, because if we go down here, I think it mentions details. So the title of this is scheduled for Thursday, October 16th. Wait. So release date, dress up item holo mode set X and Y scheduled for Thursday, October 16th, 2025. Additional story content, Legends ZA Dimension Rush is scheduled for this winter. Okay, so this is the thing where people are getting wrong, right? So you can already pre-order this game starting today, right? So reservation scheduled for Friday, September 12th, 2025. Download cards and download numbers are planned for release. Then the cost is going to be 3,000 yen, so $30 basically, tax included. But here is the important part, right? So they say here, the dress-up items, so specifically Holo Mode Set X and Y. So these 2 Holo, like actual outfits that we did show off already. I think if we go over here to my notification, we can maybe actually find a post about it, because I think they might have posted about it somewhere, so we can actually see what it's all about, because I'm pretty sure we literally looked at it in the trailer a second ago, did we not? I'm pretty sure we looked at it in the trailer. Yeah, right here. So what they're referring to there is this outfit. So this outfit will be available day 1. But this is not day 1 DLC, okay? This is not day 1 DLC. The actual story content for this DLC will not be available until winter. Now, winter would probably be November. I mean, I guess they said this winter, 2025. So logically, that would imply then that this story stuff should be available like what? November, December, most likely, I would assume. I mean, I would wager to say that that's around the time it should be out. Again, I'm just a dude. I don't know everything, but that's at least like what I would assume would be like the most reasonable thing, right? Like that would make the most sense. Again, I really hope the English website updates right now so we can get like a little better confirmation about this. But the English website usually takes the longest to get its updates and get like changes. We do have another thing we should look at, press release Pokemon. If we go to the press release for Pokemon, we can actually find some details about this kind of stuff, because they will release like press releases and stuff here to give info on stuff that we don't already know, in different places. So for example, right here, they reveal 2 new things, right? So ZA Mega Dimensions, they just talk about it really quickly. Again, not a lot of YouTubers really check the actual press releases. Oftentimes they kind of ignore it, but there is details here too. But basically they say here, it's downloadable content. The new downloadable content will allow players to continue their story with Team ZA after completing the main story of Legends ZA. The mischief Pokemon Hoopa seems to hold the key to Mega Dimension's story. This mythical Pokemon can warp space using the rings on its horns and around its body. These loops are stretchable and can form holes inside them, leading to far-off places. Spatial distortions that have also appeared in Lumiose, giving fans even more to discover throughout the city. 2 newly discovered Mega Evolved Pokemon, of course, we have them too, which will be available. Both can be encountered in Legends ZA Mega Dimensions, and then new Mega Evolutions in ZA. Of course, we talk about, Delphox, Chestnut, and Greninja. We already know about that. And then, of course, they mention here, like if you go to the website, you might be able to find more info, which as of right now, they haven't updated, but hopefully by the time, we get to the end of this video, we might get more info on that. Then, of course, we have a Poketopia, which is developed by Koei Tecmo Games and releasing on Nintendo Switch 2 in 2026. That's another one, which is a life simulation game where players can create their own Pokemon paradise. The game features Ditto as its protagonist, which has transformed to look like a human. As Ditto, you can explore and also learn moves from Pokemon that you befriend, such as Bulbasaur's Leafage to grow greenery, or Squirtle's Water Gun to revive dried-up plants, expanding their capabilities and helping them create an inviting environment to attract a variety of Pokemon. Players can collect materials and stuff to build furniture, grow vegetables, create homes, all that sort of stuff. Now, guys, it is an interesting time to be a Pokemon fan because we do have a bunch of artworks here too, by the way, that we can look at. So we got like the Megas right there, of course, which we've already looked at. Again, art of the 2 of them, which you've already seen. We have the Mega Dimensions art as well. But again, I think the biggest takeaway is, remember, the DLC isn't actually releasing on the actual day of this game, right? Like you can already buy it and have it pre-downloaded, but the actual story stuff will not be available until later in like December or something, most likely. Like December is like the most likely time frame, I would assume, for this to actually be, to come out. Like it just doesn't make any sense for them to reveal it any earlier than that. It just wouldn't make any sense, at least logically speaking, it wouldn't make any sense. Also, apparently, Poketopia supports 1 to 4 players, so multiplayer functionality is currently unknown, but apparently you will be able to play with other people. So at least that's a bonus. That's at least like really something good to know. But ladies and gentlemen, I mean, this is it's just so much stuff. It's literally just so much stuff. But I think if we just break it down into the simplest of things, we have an entire DLC, a brand new game that looks basically like Animal Crossing Pokemon, which I'm excited for personally. And we have 5 new Mega Evolutions that have been revealed, which is crazy. And I've tried to go through every little detail that's been like posted. I mean, Cerebi posts a bunch of stuff, so I've tried to go through everything they posted. Of course, we have the artworks of the different protagonists for Poketopia. We have, of course, the artwork for Mega Dimension, Legends EA, which is going to be out for both. Like I think they say here Nintendo Switch 2 edition. So I do wonder what that means. If there's going to be a more expensive for the Switch 2 version. I hope not. I really hope it's not, because the price they mentioned was $30. I think that was the price range for this, according to Central Leaks. So I do hope that's the case, and it's not going to go up in price or anything, because that would really suck, man. Like, that would really, 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 really suck. Again, all this stuff is from the Pokemon Company, Japan. So I'm really just waiting to see if anything's going to come out for the English side of things, because, the English side hasn't really posted much of anything at the moment. To get the Mega Stones for Delphox and Chestnut, of course, we already talked about this. You will need a Nintendo Switch online subscription. The Mega Stones are available exclusively as rewards for the online ranked battle mode. Mega Greninja will be available at launch, the other 2 later. So yeah, that's, again, really just a little shitty, I'm not gonna lie, but I digress. I'm not the one making these games. I'm simply here to talk about them and inform you guys about what the latest things are. So a little sad to hear that that's gonna be what they're going for. It's a little unfortunate, let's call it like that. It's a little unfortunate that they're doing that. But I think for now, all we do know, though, is that we do have the DLC. It's going to be coming out like this year, most likely, based on what we know. If we go back to the Nintendo Direct here, it just says pre-orders begin today, on Nintendo Shop Online. But they do confirm here, right, that Holo X and Holo Y apparel items available October 16th, but additional story content coming soon. So that's not confirmed to be there right away on release. But yeah, that pretty much summarized that, guys. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out and bye-bye, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great day.